Hi and welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Tahir and in this channel we go through fun maths problems. So let's look at this and then do this together. So we've got a non-right angle triangle. So straight away you know that Pythag and right angle trig like SOHCAHTOA won't work in this situation. So for non-right angle triangles you could either use the sine rule or the cosine rule depending on what information they've given you. And we're told that we've got a triangle, ABC, and we're told two lengths. AB is 12 meters, AC is 18 meters, and angle BAC, when we've got three letters and an angle, that means the angle at A is 55 degrees. We're asked to find the missing length, BC. Okay, step one. There's a lot of information here. Let's draw a triangle and put all this information in our triangle, and then we can work out which rule we're going to use. So let's do that now. Okay, so let me draw a triangle. And my beautiful iPad makes it a perfect triangle for me. So let's label this A, B, and C. So we're told that length AB, so this distance over here is 12 meters. So let's add that in, and that's 12 meters. And AC, so this distance over here is 18 meters. Perfect. So I'm going to add that in over here. And we're also told that angle BAC, which basically means that angle at A, because when you've got three letters, it means that middle angle. So that angle over here is 55 degrees. Nice. And we want to work out what length BC is. So we want to work out what this is. And I'm going to call that C because that's what we use in the Cosine rule. Okay, so I kind of gave you the answer already of what rule we're going to use, but when you've got two sides and the angle between them, so our inclusive angle, we always use the cosine rule. So the cosine rule works when you've got two sides and that angle between them. So let's write out the rule. So the rule to work out a unknown side is, for a non-right angle triangle, c squared equals to a squared plus b squared minus 2ab cos c. Okay, let's label my diagram. So your two sides going towards that angle are called A and B. It doesn't matter which one you call A and which one you call B, as long as they're the two sides that go towards the angle. So let's call this A and this B. And that means your remaining side, the one opposite the one that you know the angle for, is called C. Okay, so now we've labeled our triangle, we can plug everything in. So c squared is a squared, which in this case is 12 squared, plus 18 squared minus 2 times 12a times 18 times cos 55. And remember, that's what c squared is. So we need to do one extra step to that. Afterwards, we need to square root our answer. So c would be the square root of all of that. And if I type all of this into my calculator, so let's do that first. So 12 squared plus 18 squared, take away 2 times a, which is 12, times b, which is 18, cos 55, I get c squared is 220.2149. So we're going to square root that because we want to know what c is. So it's going to be the square root of 220.21 ... So try not to clear your calculator. Even though we may write out our answer to two decimal place, it's really important to try to be as accurate as possible and only round off your final answer. So even you're working out, you could write it to two decimal place, but on your calculator, don't clear it and click square root. And in some calculators, you have to say square root answer. And what that does is square root your previous answer. And if we do that, we get 14.84 if you round that off correctly. So 14.84 is the distance between BC. Nice, that was a fun question. Hopefully you enjoyed that, you understood what's going on, Let me know how you found that, and thank you for watching. See you next time.